The 338Canada popular vote projection for February 16, 2025 provides an estimate of how voters in Quebec might cast their ballots in the upcoming federal election. Bloc Québécois, BQ, holds the lead, but the race is tightening. The Bloc Québécois, BQ, remains the frontrunner in Quebec with 33% of the vote. With a 5% margin of error, their actual support could range from 28% to 38%. This keeps them in first place, but their lead is not overwhelming, meaning the race remains competitive in several ridings. Liberals gaining ground. The Liberal Party of Canada, LPC, is polling at 27% with a 5% margin of error, meaning their real support could range from 22% to 32%. Their upward trend, suggests growing momentum, particularly in Montreal and other urban areas where they are traditionally strong. If this trend continues, they could challenge the BQ in certain ridings, Conservatives within striking distance. The Conservative Party of Canada, CPC, sits at 25% with a 4% margin of error, meaning their actual support could range from 21% to 29%. While they remain behind the BQ and Liberals, their stable numbers indicate they are competitive, particularly in rural and suburban areas. NDP losing support. The New Democratic Party, NDP, is at 9% with a 3% margin of error, placing their actual support between 6% and 12%. The downward trend, V, suggests they are losing ground, making it harder for them to retain seats in Quebec, where their influence has diminished since 2011. Green Party remains a minor factor. The Green Party of Canada, GPC, holds 3% support with a 2% margin of error, meaning their actual backing could range from 1% to 5%. They are unlikely to play a significant role in the province. Quebec's political outlook. The Bloc Québécois is still leading, but their advantage is not overwhelming, making them vulnerable in some ridings. The Liberals are gaining support, particularly in urban centers, where they could pick up seats from the BQ. The Conservatives remain in the race, competing for rural and suburban ridings. The NDP continues to struggle, with their support shrinking further. The Greens remain a marginal force, with no significant impact on the province's overall results. With 78 federal districts, Quebec remains a crucial battleground that could shift the national outcome, especially if the Liberal surge continues.